Okay, so recently there was this news thing about this guy that was going and his screen was stuck going 85 miles an hour or something. So let me actually show you how this works. So right now, if you press the hazard button, okay, you hear the clicking sounds, right? If I turn on left signal, you hear the clicking sounds. If I turn on the right signal, you hear the clicking sounds. The thing is, those clicking sounds are not like traditional cars where the clicking is actually like the circuit of the car and it's making that clicking sound because of the way the light bulbs work. These cars, they're running LEDs, so I'm not sure exactly how the lights work, but they don't have that actual physical clicking because of that. So let me show you, because the guy was saying the hazards don't work. And also keep in mind, it's daytime right now, so when I push this, you can't really see the triangle blinking that well, but if I go close up, you can see it's blinking, okay? And if I turn it off, you can see the triangle stops blinking, right? So what I'm gonna do, let me show you how this works. So they actually have this reset mode. So if your car does get some issue where the screen freezes or whatever, it's not working properly, what you do is you press and hold these two buttons. Let me see if it'll let me do it without pressing the brakes. But you press these two buttons and hold them and just keep holding, and you can see the screen shuts off. So now, as you can see, when I push this, there's no clicking sound. But if you look close up here, you can actually see the triangle blinking. If I turn it off, the triangle stops blinking. Okay, so if I turn this on, the car's actually still restarting, but you can see these lights are blinking. Okay, these lights are blinking. You just don't hear the clicking sound. So I guess when you're in a panic situation, you're not going to know to think for that, and maybe because it's so dim here, you might not be able to see it. But as you can hear, it actually starts. It's still off the screen, it's still starting up, but you can actually hear the turning signal started up again. And okay, so I turned on the turning signals. You can see the turn signals are blinking. I only put one, so you can see only one light is blinking. Okay, I'm gonna reset the car again, and then with the screen off, we're gonna try the turn signals again. So I'm gonna turn the turn signals off. I'm gonna reset it again. Okay, press and hold both of these balls. You push them in. Okay, and just keep holding, and there you go, turns off. Now you can see I did left signal. You don't hear any clicking. Let's see if the light's actually on. You can see the turn signals work perfectly fine. Okay, if I pull this again, there's still no clicking sound. You can see the turn signals on. Okay, if I tap it, it's still on. Let's see if we go to the right turn signal. So you see the left one turned off, and the right turn signal is on. So turn signals work regardless of whether the computer's on or not. These are physically linked. They're not using the computer. All the computer does, you can hear it now, but all the computer does is it basically tells the car, or it doesn't tell the car. Basically the computer just tells this display panel that the turn signal is on. Okay, and you can see now it's bringing back up the cameras like it should. So yeah, the turn signals do still work, even if your screen is completely frozen, even if the screen is completely black. As long as you're in the car and it's not like the battery's fried or something, the turn signals and the hazard lights will work. Okay, and let's also, I'm gonna do this again one more time. Okay, so we're gonna shut off the thing again by holding, and let's see, these lights also work. Okay, so all of these are independent of the actual computer. The computer just gets the signal that they're on. You can see it's blinking, and because it gets the signal that those things are on, then you will know. The only downside with this setup is if you push it and you can't see the light because it's too sunny or something. I mean, like right now you can see, but it's not that bright. And because it's not a physical button that gets pushed inwards, it's just like a click button. It'll be hard to tell, especially when you're panicking, if this light is blinking. At night it'll be easy to tell, but in the daytime, yeah, it'll be very difficult. But anyways, you can see it restarts the car, and That's fine. And I think when the guy was saying it was stuck at 83 miles an hour or whatever, the car's not actually stuck at 83 miles an hour. What he was talking about is the screen was showing 83 miles an hour, and it was just frozen on that 83 miles an hour. And the people that write up the news article, they're kind of like trying to twist it to where it sounds extra scary. Like, basically what they're trying to make it sound like is the brakes aren't working. But if you read the article, the guy basically tells you that he could slow down. He was just worried because he couldn't accelerate, that if he slowed down, cars will crash into him or something like that. But I mean, if cars aren't paying attention and they're not seeing that you're slowing down, even if you're in the middle of the road, then that's all on them. Their insurance should cover it, or your insurance, if you have complete full coverage, your insurance will cover it if your car's braking. So yeah, that's that. So I don't know. Again, the stuff does work regardless of whether the computer is on or not. Okay, doesn't matter if you're driving. But again, you won't hear this click sound. So this click sound is just generated by the speakers, generated by the computer. But again, the computer doesn't actually need to be working for these signals to work, for the hazards to work. All right, all that stuff will work regardless. Oh, why is it all like scratched up here on my cameras? Somebody like scraped up this area here. Well, I don't know, maybe whoever was going in my car didn't want to be seen, and they like putting some stuff up there. I don't know what's going on there. Anyways, yeah, I guess it's scratch. It's not going to clean off. It's definitely a scratch, not a... Well, okay. Anyways, so that's pretty much it. Oh, let me also try some other stuff, because I'm pretty sure you guys will want to know if the car will unlock or anything without it. So actually, let me lock the car first. I'm going to reset the computer again. Let's see if the car will unlock. That, I think it might not unlock. If the computer's off, let's see. Is it going to let me open this? I don't think so. Yeah. So if the computer's dead, then you can't open the car. So you'll have to wait until the system resets. You can see I can't open this. Okay, and it's showing the Tesla T on the screen. Okay. But yeah, I can't open the car. It's locked. It's locked. All right, and it's staying locked. Of course, if you have the window open, there is that emergency thing that you can pull that and get in. All right. So there is that option if you really needed to get in and the thing was still locked. And I don't know if that unlocked it, or let me try something. So I'm gonna try and lock this again, and then oops, and then I'm gonna try and reset the computer. Okay, turned it off again. I'm gonna close this. You can see this doesn't work. Let's try pulling the thing inside. This is the emergency release. So if your car's dead, it should still work. And you can see now that that emergency thing was pulled, it unlocks the door. Okay? Please don't use that to commit crimes, smash windows and stuff. But yeah, so just so you know, that's possible. The rear doors, as far as I know, won't. Let me see. Okay, now I'm gonna have to check if that unlocks all the doors, because that'd be interesting. Okay, let's lock this up and let's reset this again. I'm doing a lot of resetting of my car. Hopefully Tesla's not gonna be like, what's going on? Why do you keep resetting your car? Okay, well, I guess technically pushing that button should be unlocking the door. Ow. Okay. But yeah, so that does unlock it again. So I guess it unlocked itself because the thing was already unlocked. So I don't know. Oh, I guess let me try resetting it when I'm outside the car. We'll try one more thing here, just to appease the people. Okay, come on, boot up. All right, actually, I'm gonna go outside the car first. Okay, so you see, oh, Okay, I pushed on the seat to get the screen to come back on. I'm going to push the lock here. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, now that it's locked, I shouldn't be able to open this. Yep, okay. And now we're going to try and reset this again. Okay, holding those buttons until it resets. Okay, so now it can't actually see my phone or anything. You can see it's locked. It's locked. Okay, let's try pulling this thing again. Manual release. You can see that opens. Okay, and now it's unlocked. What about here? So that somehow unlocked all of them, I guess. Let's try the other side. Huh. Does that mean the manual door unlocks all 4 doors? What about the trunk? No, everything's working now, so I don't know what's going on there. Maybe the computer had enough time to restart. But yeah, what about this? And that opens too. So I don't know, the computer, oh, it finished, it restarted pretty quick. But anyways, that's pretty much it. Hopefully this video helps some of you guys out with your cars. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. All right, bye. Wait, what's with this trim? All weird looking there. Anyways, yep. All right, bye. I almost forgot. So there's one other thing I wanted to show. So the guy said that his car was stuck at 83 miles an hour. So let me actually show you. We're going to start driving. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to try going on a straight road or something, so that way I have time to kind of turn around or whatever I need to do. I'm actually zoom it way out. Okay, so while we're moving, I'm going to push both these buttons until the car restarts the screen. Okay, you can see I can still accelerate, I can still slow down, I can still turn around and whatever. You can drive it like a normal car, works perfectly fine. And accelerate, we can slow down just fine. The car screen is still restarting, okay? So we're not stuck or anything. I'm pretty sure the odometer is gonna still be keeping track of what miles you're doing, even though it's only going for a little while. And again, you see I turned on the turn signals, and once the computer starts back up, it knows the turn signal is on, and you heard the clicking sounds, okay? I made the turn signal turned itself off. So it's not like what the guy said. The thing is, you don't know that the turn signal's on because it doesn't make the clicking sound. Like in a traditional car, you would hear the ticking sound. And again, for traditional cars, the ticking sound comes from, I think it's like there's a filament where it heats up, and when it heats up, that filament like coils. So that filament is actually two layers. And one layer, when it heats up, expands or contracts more than the other, and that causes that filament to curl. And then when it curls, it hits, and then the electricity goes in to make the light flash. And then once it does that, it cools back down, and then it repeats the thing. So it basically does like this. It just coils and does that. That's how the turn signals work in traditional cars. I'm not sure 100% how it works in a Tesla or electric cars or EVs or whatever. But as you saw, even with the computer completely dead, completely off, you can drive the car completely fine. The center console doesn't need to work at all. You can still drive the car. All right. I'm not exactly sure how it detects the key and stuff for that though. But it somehow does. So anyways, that's pretty much it. Again, hopefully this video helped you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye. Okay, so one other thing I didn't mention, if you have this, okay, and it's on, so this is just the left turn signal. If I lock the car and close it, if I remember correctly, yeah, those signals turn off, okay? So if you lock the car and close it with the turn signals, they will turn off, but the hazard lights are designed to not go off. So if you turn on, you see the turn signal actually turned itself back on. Anyways, I'm gonna push the hazard signal up there. Okay, I just pushed that. You can see that's on. If I lock the car and I close this, you can see it stays on, because hazard signals must, by law, I'm pretty sure by law or vehicle code or whatever, has to stay on for emergency. It has to be hardwired. Same thing with the brakes. The brakes have to be hardwired, or whatever you want to call it. They're not allowed to be controlled by a computer or something. I mean, you can control the braking by the computer, but I mean, it can't be like purely electronic. It has to have like a physical linkage. Same thing with the steering. They have to have a physical linkage there. All right, so that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.